Hello, it's me, your favorite Lord and Savior, Jesus. Praise be, and happy Easter. I'm back. I said I'd be back, and well, here I am. And unfortunately, though, today's video is not going to be as fun as I had previously planned. Unfortunately, the J-Man here has been at the receiving end of quite a bit of harassment lately. I've been receiving lots of messages of physical threats against my person, and this has been stressing me out. So unfortunately, I've made this video to address this and let you guys all know what's going on. I do apologize for the length of this video. I didn't expect it to be so long. And also, please, do not go to this person's YouTube channel and leave comments on their channel or anything like that. Please keep all discussion of this on my channel. Thank you. Praise be. In the next half hour, I'm going to show you how the channel, A Call to an Uprising, has encouraged his followers to harass myself and others on my channel. And I'm going to show how I feel that I'm not the only one, and that I don't think that this channel is necessarily doing anything positive for the YouTube community. So again, I only show this to you guys so that you know what not to do, okay? Again, please don't start any beefs with this guy, okay? Certainly don't do anything that I wouldn't do, okay? Praise be. Jesus. Amen. Well, hello there, disciples. It's me, your favorite Lord and Savior, Jesus. Praise be. Praise be. Well, you might notice the setting is a little bit different today, a little unusual. That's because today, well, we're doing things a little bit different today. Yeah. I'm addressing the haters. That's right. It's kind of one of those inevitable things that happens to all YouTubers. I think when one puts one's holy self out there on the internet, one opens oneself up to criticism, and perhaps more sometimes. Well, in my case, it's definitely a little bit more than just criticism. Yes, your favorite Lord and Savior, Jesus here, unfortunately, is under attack. I am. Indeed. By another YouTube channel here on YouTube. A YouTube channel called A Call to an Uprising has taken it upon themselves to, I guess, expose your favorite Lord and Savior, and has it's really been an interesting past few days here at Holy HQ. So I felt, okay, I probably need to go ahead and make a video about this and let everybody else know what's going on. One of my disciples alerted me to the fact that there is a channel called A Call to an Uprising that had made a sort of exposed video about me. And so I went and checked it out, and, well, rather than explain it to you, why don't I just show you? Oof, here it is.
This is A Call for an Uprising. Welcome to today's show. This came to my attention. A channel called Jesus Christ. Now, you may have heard of seen this character before, because apparently he's featured on a lot of big YouTube channels. And I guess he's in music videos and stuff. But get a load of this piece of trash. This guy who goes by the name Jesus Christ, I guess he shows up at conventions. People pay him to do video messages. And obviously there will be literal hell to pay for scum like this. They will burn and fry pretty quick when that fire does rise. Look at some of the content that's on here. And again, people still, they're like, oh, you know, have a sense of humor. Like, we're supposed to find this stuff funny. You know, you don't see anything about Allah, Muhammad, Buddha, whatever. No mocking of any other gods and any other religion. The only mocking is of Jesus Christ. I wonder why that is. And they allow this stuff. They promote it. That's why garbage like this. I mean, this guy's got 200,000 subscribers, and all he does is mock Christians. And, you know, he does.
I only have 174,000 subscribers. You're looking at it right there. Right there. Why did you just say 200?
You know, then he's giving lectures, and this is the bigger problem. I have a huge problem with this in general. This guy wouldn't last 7 seconds if I ever saw him. But then he's doing stuff. Jesus, is it a sin to masturbate?
What are you trying to say right there? Is that a physical threat, like a shrouded physical threat of some sort? Like you would beat me up or something if you saw me, and it would only take you 7 seconds? Have you learned nothing that I've taught you? Love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor.
Then he goes, Jesus goes to the hood in Compton. And I'd play clips from his videos, but he seems like the kind of guy who would probably send you a copyright strike.
Wait, you have played clips from my videos on your channel. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's unbelievable. How is this stuff allowed and not called hate speech? Isn't this, you know, the definition of hate speech is supposed to be, you know, an attack against a religion, an organization, right? So if we speak against LGBT, it's hate speech. But they could do this stuff? Like, what if we had a channel where we did videos making fun of homosexuals or something like that? They would immediately take the channel down and call it hate speech. What if we had one about Bagelville? They would take it down and call it hate speech. So why is stuff like this allowed to be up? How is this not hate speech? Does hate speech only exist for everyone but us? Ding, ding, ding. That's the answer. Because the only thing they'll allow to be mocked is Jesus Christ. They'll openly allow it. They'll promote it. This guy is promoted by YouTube. Clearly.
What?
This guy's, you know, on Fiverr. People are paying him.
Yeah.
He's in music videos with Trisha Paytas, whoever that person is.
Trisha Paytas.
You see him holding up the 666. I mean, mockery after mockery after mockery.
Okay. Hold on. I got to stop you right there. First of all, why does it you feel like you're being singled out, or that maybe Christianity is being singled out, and that no other religion or idea or theology has ever been criticized, and that only your theology or worldview or whatever is the one that is criticized? It seems to me like you've got a persecution complex. I don't know. I'm no expert. Who am I to judge? But come on. Really?
Selling, you know, merchandise. They've got
Like
him at
you?
Comic-Con or whatever it's called, the Geek Festival, walking around, you know, mocking Jesus there, shaming him, you know, walking around, letting everyone ridicule Jesus, all the geeks with their Star Wars nerd costumes.
Dude, what's this guy's problem? He, like, doesn't like anybody that's... He just doesn't seem like a nice guy at all. He seems to just throw shade on everybody. I mean, a lot of people like Star Wars, man. Maybe it's not your cup of wine, but you don't have to call anybody a geek or a nerd or something just because they enjoy something like Star Wars. And do you think I would, like, go anywhere in public just to be shamed and ridiculed? Like, that would somehow be fun for me to do? Like, I would enjoy having people yell at me or scream hate at me? No, of course not. And for your information, everywhere I go to these so-called geek fests, I get nothing but love. And that's how it should be. Take note.
It's a hypocrisy, a total hypocrisy. If I was everybody, well, you know what I would do with this channel. Now we're living in a world where every word you're saying is being critically monitored, right? I mean, you get flagged for bullying on the most ridiculous stuff. I can't even tell you how many strikes I've had for bullying people, and all I'm doing is expressing myself. If it was like a video of George Carlin.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you right there, pal. You're not just expressing yourself when you and your followers issue threats of physical violence. That is not protected under free speech. Okay, that's not an opinion. Okay, that is hate. Think about it. Okay? Really think about it.
It's a hypocrisy, a total hypocrisy. If I was everybody, well, you know what I would do with this channel. If I was everybody, well, you know what I would do with this channel. If I was everybody, well, you know what I would do with this channel.
Intimidating, harassing, threatening, having dozens and dozens of your followers come and mass flag all of my videos. I mean, that's a big difference there between free speech and just expressing your opinion, which you should definitely have, and I believe in free speech, but it's another thing to harass somebody or a whole group of people.
It's a hypocrisy, a total hypocrisy. If I was everybody, well, you know what I would do with this channel. You can go take a look for yourself and let them know how you feel. 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 Yeah, they got Jesus snowboarding here. I mean, listen, there's a fine line. People go, well, you know, got to have a sense of humor. Let them joke around. There's no joking around when it comes to the King of Kings. There's no joking around and making a mockery. God will not be mocked.
You're goddamn right he won't. I'm going to tweet that to him right now. Hey, Pops, a call to an uprising says, you will not be mocked.
And I'm not going to sit back as a Christian or a follower of Christ and allow this stuff and go, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's no big deal. They'll get theirs. They should be getting theirs now. This channel should be terminated. It shouldn't exist if you go by the guidelines that YouTube claims they have now when it comes to hate speech, because all of us are walking a fine line in what we can and cannot say, because we know they'll strike our channels. But this guy can do this stuff?
Wait a minute. I think maybe you're trying to walk a fine line in what you can and cannot say, probably because you have said some things in the past that you shouldn't have said. Like maybe perhaps thinly veiled threats of violence. Perhaps? Come on, man. Really? All right, let's see what other gems we can find lurking in here. Oh boy. All right. Got myself some protective headgear, as you can tell, because, well, we're about to go deep into the rabbit hole in this guy's channel and figure out what he's all about. And I'm afraid of any of these strange ideas finding their way into my brain. You know, we'll keep them outside with the hate. Okay. I only got room in here for love and wisdom. None of this hate and weird conspiracy stuff. All right, here we go.
Isn't it so cool, people are saying? This is just the beginning. Because if you're somebody who studied Project Bluebeam, and you're somebody who studies NASA, and you know the lies and the deceit of NASA that is NASA,
what?
It doesn't take much discernment to see that this was some type of holographic image in the sky. At least in my opinion, it was. Now,
whoa, wait a minute here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so let me get this straight. Okay. So in just the Apollo program alone, at its peak, there were well over 400,000 men and women working for NASA as engineers, physicists. And you're telling me that it's all fake, that really there's a hologram up there, okay? And the moon landing was just like done on a set or something like that, okay? What about all those people that work for NASA, all those engineers, the ones that actually know their stuff and I don't get it. How does one really believe that? I mean, it seems like to me it takes a lot more to believe your theory and you don't have any evidence for it. You have zero evidence for there being a holographic sky rather than just reality.
Ridiculous this is, as they continue to try to trick people into thinking that we're supposed to believe that these are real clouds in the sky. Oh, these are just things that fly out of the back of an airplane. Oh, the airplanes just happen to fly over every piece of land in the United States of America and pretty much worldwide, covering us and dusting us with this. Let's start with...
Exactly. They fly over the entire world, right? So wouldn't it stand to reason if the Illuminati or the government or whoever it is that you think is poisoning us with these quote-unquote chemtrails, are they just walking around with masks, like gas masks on all the time or something? Do they live in a bubble and breathe different air than the rest of you mortals? Come on. Really? Okay, let's see what he has to say.
And YouTube sends this award along. And I know people out there, they love it. It's great, it's an accomplishment, but not for me. You see, I'm not interested in trophies. I'm not interested in storing up treasure on Earth, where it grows dusty and moth-eaten. I'm interested in storing up treasure in heaven. And things like this are meaningless to me. But now that YouTube has decided that it wants to be the big bully on the block, and it wants to censor channels such as this one, and it wants to cut all revenue away, yet...
Wait a minute. I hope you're not projecting here. It sounds a little bit like you are, but that's just my opinion. Who am I to judge?
Still, they put ads in the videos, but still just completely cut down how much anyone's gonna make because they just want to take all the revenue and push us off and smoke us out. Well, guess what? I've never been bullied my whole life because
Really?
I've always bullied back. And I hope people out there listening, if you're young, I'm not saying to be a bully, but when somebody bullies you, you bully back.
What?
You don't fall into this bully campaign that they're pushing in the mainstream media, where if somebody picks on you, you go to the teacher and tattle, because they're conditioning you for the world that is to come, where people go against the rules that they establish. They want you to tattle on them,
Sharpening
not
an
to
axe.
defend yourself. They want you to always run to the system. But we need people in this world with backbones. And as you've seen in this truther community, there's not a lot of backbone out there. But I'll tell you one thing, I've got a backbone. I've been the bully my whole life against bullies. You see, growing up, I never picked up...
Wait. You said you never been bullied, but you bully... Wait. It doesn't make any sense. What you're saying isn't making any sense right now. Just saying. Continue.
On kids. I never went after kids. But I'd see the dorky kids or the unpopular kids get picked on by drug dealers in the school and drug addicts. You know what I'd do? I'd bully them. I'd bully the drug dealer, the kid who thought he was cool. Because I don't like when bullies pick on the weak. I always pick on the strong. Or if I'm provoked, I'll pick on them back. So now that YouTube is deciding it wants to bully people like me, I'm not going to sit back and take it. I'm not going to sit back and go, all right, I'm going to run away. I'm going to tuck my tails between my legs, and I'm not going to fight and stand for what I believe in. That's not how I work.
There you go.
But as most of you have seen,
Just
this
said it.
gigantic YouTube community has turned into a joke. And it's not one that I want to be associated with. Because what I want to do is I want to continue to push
then why
truth.
are you
I
on
want to
the
talk about the corruption that is our government, the CIA's involvement in these pedophilia rings, the Zionist fake Jews' involvement, the Vatican's involvement, the Jesuits. I want to go on and on and on, and I don't want to be censored. I don't want to worry about, oh, are they going to block my video in certain countries? Are they going to demonetize?
Then don't bully other channels. Don't be a bully, and you're not being censored, okay? You're just not following the rules. You're not following the community guidelines, dude. Come on.
And that's why I'm no longer participating in this YouTube community.
It looks like you are.
I'm no longer going to be a part of it. And that's why I have big news that's coming soon. But I want to show my appreciation to YouTube.
Oh boy, here it comes.
I want to show my appreciation for the censorship.
Are you going to destroy it?
I want to show my appreciation for cutting off funds for content creators so that they can give all the ad funding to NBC and CBS, who are now taking over YouTube, or the other content creators who are plants in the alt-right, who are here to lead you down the Donald Trump bandwagon. Let me show you my appreciation. Here's how I feel.
Really?
You see, that feels pretty good. It feels pretty good to stick it back to the system, doesn't it? It feels pretty good to spit back in their face.
I'm not sure it's entirely healthy to just like receive pleasure from destroying an award and setting fire to it. That just doesn't seem
Now, while they might not care that I
completely
axed
healthy to me.
their little plaque that they've sent, which means nothing to me at all.
Okay, wait. This means absolutely nothing to you at all, and they sent it to you. You're trying to make it sound like you didn't want this and you didn't try to get it in any way whatsoever. I know that's not true. Hold on, I gotta play this again. That's crazy. Hold on a second. This is insane.
You see, that feels pretty good. It feels pretty good to stick it back to the system, doesn't it? It feels pretty good to spit back in their face. Now, while they might not care that I axed their little plaque that they've sent, which means nothing to me at all, I would have flushed it down the toilet if it would have fit. But
Hold on a second here, buddy. I know, I see what you're doing here. You want to make it look like, yeah, I really don't care about the button. You know, they just send that to you and everything. No, dude, I know how this works. I know because I've been trying to get my button for like the last 6 weeks. I've had to email them over and over and over again. I've even got sent to like tier 2 support and just nothing ever happens. I know it isn't easy getting your button. So they didn't just send you your button and you're like, oh, well, I guess I'll destroy it. Come on. Seriously. And I'm pretty sure in most places it's illegal to just set fire to trash, to burn trash, even on your own property. It's definitely not good for the environment, that's for sure.
you see, my friends, the fire rises, and soon, so shall we. And maybe I'm shutting it down just on this channel because I see a sinking ship here. And when I see a sinking ship, I don't stay on board. I jump off.
Then get off the platform, dude. Why are you... I mean, you're like spewing out so much hate that you even have to hate the award and recognition you got for your hard work or whatever. Like, you're so set on like just, I'm so angry. I mean, it kind of comes off as like an angsty teen that's just like mad at their parents. I don't know what... And then you're like, I don't want to be here. Well, then don't be. Why be here if you don't want to be here? Also, I'm really glad that you didn't start a forest fire.
We have Ellen even bringing up the gay agenda. Why would you even bring it up then? If it's something so crazy and so ridiculous, why?
Okay, this guy believes in something called the deep state. Yeah, just Wikipedia. It's not really worth even going into. Well, it looks like that Call to Action claims that he has the gift of discernment from God and also receives revelation from God as well. Here.
Grabbing. It's not a coincidence. It's pretty clear. Then the fact that they censor opposing opinions like mine, it just shows you. It shows you exactly what I'm saying is true, what a lot of, people in this community are saying is true. We've been blessed with this gift of discernment to see these things. God has revealed these things to me and to many of you as well.
Okay. You sure? Are you really sure? Now, here's something interesting. He actually gives his own definition of what hate speech is, and I find it kind of fascinating. What does he say?
They need to have a fine line of what hate speech is, what, is harmful and hateful. I mean, harmful and hateful, I would think would be a video of somebody, getting people riled up to go do something. Hate.
Kind of like what you did. You literally told your audience to go do something that you think they should do, and you veiled it under a thin veil there, that threat, but it's there, man. Come on, it's there. And he goes on to explain that if this channel gets shut down, he'll just reopen another channel and keep on going, doing the same thing. Also, please support him on Patreon. Surprise, surprise, this guy's an anti-feminist. Not only that, this feels that feminism is like a conspiracy, like a psych op created by the CIA. Well, let me let him tell you.
We're pushing feminism, right? Now, for anyone who's new to the channel, the feminist movement was created by the Rockefellers. It has been a New World agenda. Why do you ask? Because they want to break up families. By creating these seeds and planting these seeds in women's heads, that they need to get in the workplace, they need to be better than men, as if work is something we're all supposed to enjoy and love. All this mind control that they've done.
Yeah.
Not even to mention the MK Ultra mind control that is that nerd fest known as Star Wars, where everything is inverted and flipped upside down, and most of the characters are actually based off of deities and demons.
What?
The scandal of Christ's cross? What scandal is that? The scandal of the people who murdered him? Yeah, that scandal's still going on because we're not even allowed to say their names.
Their names?
Cream cheese, anyone? Get my drift? Among these stormtrooper crew...
Dude, what the hell, man?
You think that's a little disrespectful to the King of Kings? I'd spit in this guy's face if I saw him. I do more than that, but that's assault, so I can't really say that, can I?
You just did, dude. I mean, come on. I know you think you're being, like, maybe clever or, like, you're getting around being threatening by saying, well, I'm not, that's assault, of course. Yeah, come on, dude.
I've got to show you this commercial from Google. It is just absolutely absurd. How much more in your face do we need them to be with this feminism, gender equality movement that they are shoving down our throats? I mean, really? People can't see that that's mind control at its finest? That's what people are searching for, equality? Well, guess what? I'm searching for equality too. I'd like to stop being censored. I'd like the same equality of free speech that feminists have, that trans people have. And this is not hate speech, so don't even try to censor it as hate speech, because I'm not wishing hate upon anyone.
Well, here's the deal, dude. It seems to me like you keep pushing this idea that you're being censored. And I don't think you're being honest and forthright with not only yourself, but with your audience and why your account was closed. It seems pretty clear to me that you are just a pretty hateful person, dude, and that you're just putting out a lot of negativity and hate out there. And then you're also encouraging your audience to leave your channel go to somebody else's channel and give it to them, or something else, some other thinly veiled threat. That's not freedom of speech, and that's not protected under freedom of speech. That is bullying, okay? You are allowed to give your opinion on the internet. You are allowed to let others know what you believe, but you're not allowed to incite violence. Thou shalt not bully.
Taking all rights away through psychological warfare, and that's what this is. All of these people, all these women who have come forward have been tapped on the shoulder, because that's how it works. They all work in the same network. When they're told to do something, they do it. No.
Seriously, dude, you think the Me Too movement is a conspiracy also? You gotta be kidding me. So apparently I'm not the first person that's had a problem with this guy. I just typed in his channel, and sure enough, there's a lot of exposed videos of other people that have seemed to have had similar experiences with him, including this guy.
This Call For An Uprising guy thinks he can intimidate or something like that. Well, we already went through it. So
yeah, I mean, turns out there's like a bunch of these videos. And not only that, it seems like this guy, a call to an uprising, seems to be under the belief that the government is behind some mass shootings, including maybe perhaps the Las Vegas shooting, which I find incredibly troubling and disturbing. I mean, this guy's just really angry. He's just really mad. And I don't think he's not just mad at me. He seems to be mad at just about everybody. And it's weird. He sounds very angry and very violent. And this is definitely nothing I have ever taught. Quite the opposite. I really meant it when I said, thou shalt love thy neighbor. All of thy neighbors. It's really unfortunate when I think anybody has a us and them mentality. It's bad. You don't realize we have way more in common than we have different. So the video he did on me, it's got 44,000 views or so, with about 1,300 comments. And it's pretty alarming how many of these comments are like comments about physical violence. I mean, it's just hate and hate and hate. Looks like about 100 people have gone to my channel and have mass flagged my videos. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Just a lot of homophobic comments. I hate to say it, but you know, whenever there's somebody that's just really anti-gay and very, very homophobic and religious, that you usually end up hearing a scandal about them being caught in, you know, a motel with a male prostitute or something like that. And repression is never a good thing. That's all I'm saying. Now, you see, YouTube has community guidelines that you agreed to follow when you started your YouTube channel. You can either follow them or you could not follow them. It's up to you, but you've already made it clear that you don't want to be part of this community, that you don't like this community, and you seem to crap all over YouTube constantly. So why are you still on YouTube then? And for the record, it is perfectly natural to be gay or masturbate, and I have no problem with it. None.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
Yeah. Really? Really? Come on. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Okay. Again, please do not go to this guy's channel. Do not leave comments on any of his videos, okay? Just leave him alone. If he comes to this channel and or any of his followers, feel free to go ahead and talk to him, but please be respectful and you know, don't do anything I wouldn't do, okay? I wonder what this guy's really angry about. I'd be curious to know what's going on in this guy's life. Why he sounds so angry at everybody.
It's a hypocrisy, a total hypocrisy. If I was everybody, well, you know what I would do with this channel.